Hey everyone, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks for coming by the channel today. So today what I want to do is just address a lot of the questions and comments that people have been posting. A lot of you have been posting on my previous videos. I just did a video on the 76-inch mid-roof interior, kind of talking about the W990, talking about the 76-inch tall sleeper. So let's head outside. The first question I wanted to address was how high is the bunk interior? I did a depth kind of showing how from the front of the bunk, front of the cab to the back of the bunk, you can have 107 inches of livable space in there on the ground. But let's take a look at the height. So let's head outside and check that out. Alright, so one of the questions that we had was how high or how much space do you have above your head? So here I am in a 76-inch mid-roof sleeper. I'm standing directly between the seats here. I have the shifter module basically right between my legs here, and you can see how much space I have above my head. I stand about 5'9", 5'10", kind of in that range, and I still have quite a bit of space over my head. And then as we go into the bunk, you have quite a bit more space as well. I got about a good foot over my head, but you were asking for measurements, so let's get some measurements. All right, so the first measurement that I will take, here we are, 75 inches. That is basically right in between the seats, right at the back of the seats. Because I'm doing this because the bunk slopes up. You go up to 79 inches. Basically right at the bunk, you're at 80 inches. So you got quite a bit of space here. Now from the bed to the roof, you're back down to 56. And let's look at the spacing between the bunk here. So you got 25 inches here, and you got 25 inches there. So it's an even split on the bunk, 25 inches top and bottom. So suffice it to say that with the mid-roof bunk, you have tons of room over your head. So one of the comments was I'm 6'5". Space is a huge issue over my head. So for you vertically challenged people, you have 6'4", basically right between the seats here. So you got quite a bit of space, lots of room in the bunk here as well. So I hope that answers your question. All right, now here I am in a 76-inch tall sleeper. So let's take a look at the measurements here. So directly between the seats, you're at 80 inches. So you have quite a bit more space. Basically right at the front here, right at the dash. So basically right at the front, you're never really gonna be up that close. You got 71 inches. At the very back, right where the front, well, I gotta get this way up there. Right at the front of the bed, you're up to 93 inches. So you got lots of space in there. And then right here, we're at 33 and 34. So you got lots of space in both the bunks. So that's what you have in a 76-inch tall sleeper. All right, so the next question that I wanted to address was engine choices. So some people were asking about engine choices in the new W990. So we are going to be offering both the Cummins X15 and the PACCAR MX13. So you'll be able to get up to 510 horsepower, 1850 torque on the PACCAR, and 605 horsepower, 2050 torque on the Cummins X15. So those two engines will be available in the W990. I had a million and one questions on the W990, maybe not that many, but had a lot of questions on the W990. Are they discontinuing the W900? When is the 990 coming out? So here's the thing. The W900 is not being discontinued right now. Will it be discontinued in the future? Nothing's been said about that. We can look back at previous truck models that have been released. So for example, the common cab of the T800, W900, T660, our medium duty lineup, T170, 270, 370, 440, 470, and then the C500 all have the same cab. When we came out with the T680 in 2012, the T660 lasted a little bit more than a year after that, a year and a bit after that, maybe I think 2 years. The thing is, the orders dropped off. People quit ordering the T660s and the T700s at the same time. So basically what happened was, why are we going to keep a product around that no one's buying? So the T680 basically took over that market. The T880 came out a year after the T680, and we're still today in 2018, 5 years later, building the T800. Orders haven't dropped off on the T800. We have seen an increase in T880 orders over the last few years since it's came out, and the T800 orders still remain strong. So my guess is that the W900, the orders will continue to remain strong. We're going to pick up some new customers, or customers that want to try the W990. But I don't see the W900 orders dropping off anytime soon, as all of you guys are commenting. Don't take it away. So if you guys keep buying trucks, they'll keep billing them. So. Okay, the last question last thing I wanted to just quickly talk about was our cab design. So on our W990, T680 and T880 cabs, it's a common cab. So basically from the windshield back, they're identical. They're the same interiors, the same exteriors. There's a few different things that are going to be configured differently, specifically on the T680. But like the T660 that is now discontinued, the T800, the W900, the medium duty product lineup, the vocational product lineup with the 400 series and the C500 series, they have the same cab, the same windshield, the same doors, the same mirrors, the same sleeper configurations. They're all the same. It's a common cab. So that's kind of the tradition that Kenworth has had over, the last several years, to have a common cab throughout its product line. So we're just carrying that tradition and that heritage into the 2.1 meter wide cab, or the NGP cab, new generation product cab. And with that wider base cab, you're getting common parts, which is going to improve your parts availability, lower parts costs for windshields, for mirrors, for all the parts that you need to replace driving a truck down the road. And you're going to get better manufacturing processes as well. They're able to improve the reliability. If they're implementing a change on one of the cabs, it's going to go on all of the cabs, so you're going to get a better product as well. So some people were talking about there's too much plastic on the new cab. Well, a lot of the materials that we're using on the T880, T680, and W990 are the same materials that we're using on the W900, the T800, and our 1.7 meter cab. There is some plastic on it, but not really any more or less as the previous models. So I hope that addresses some of the questions that you guys have had. Again, I'm kind of doing different formats of videos. This channel is just about informing you about Kenworth products and kind of showcasing some of the different things that we're coming out with. And I appreciate you taking the time to come by the channel today. Thank you for subscribing if you already have. If you haven't, click the little button on the bottom there. Give it a thumbs up if you like the video. You can check out my webpage. It's thekenworthguy.com. Let's put a link to it right up in here, so you can click on that, and you can go to my webpage. On there, there's a social media links. You can connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, LinkedIn. I'm on all those different platforms, so you can find me there. And P.S. Thanks for all the well wishes in helping me to get better. I've been fighting this cold for a little bit over a week now, and it's still kicking my tail. So thanks again for all your well wishes, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks, and have the world's best day.